Hello, everyone. I am Olivia Fairwater.
And I'm William Wallace.
We're going to be answering your questions today. Isn't that exciting, William?
Wait, whose questions are we answering?
The audience, of course. They're quite fond of us.
So wait, you're telling me we've had people spying on us this whole time? Did someone place cameras in our house? I told Jeff to check every nook and cranny for this kind of thing.
We should probably commence the Q&A. Without further ado, we bring to you this wonderful podcast. Abel Roses asks, who are you two? Where'd you come from? And what do you do? I originally came from Louisiana, and I'm currently working as Mr. Wallace's maid. But I'm also his caretaker and custodian. I'm also a diamond belt in mixed martial arts.
I was born and raised in Wyoming before moving to Arizona. I currently run Tax Nights, best tax software in the world.
I sometimes serve Mr. Wallace breakfast and dinner, along with tea in the afternoons.
Oh yeah, that's real nice.
I also handle his suits and ties and tuck him in at night.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes he has trouble sleeping, so I read him a bedtime story.
Olivia, we don't have to tell them everything you do.
Mr. Wallace also has trouble scrubbing his back, so I assist with that as well.
Okay, moving on. All right, Art asks, hey William, what's the weirdest thing you've ever bought? I don't know. I've bought a lot of things.
How about the Gatling gun in the attic?
Oh, that was a family heirloom from the Civil War. If I had to name something, I guess it'd be that back massager I ordered online. It's kind of long and it vibrates, but never really gets the job done. Olivia, what's wrong? You suddenly went silent.
I didn't have the courage to tell you before, sir, but...
A vibrator? Yeah, I know it vibrates, but what does it do?
Well, it's a device that women use to, pleasure themselves.
Yes, I imagine it would be a pleasurable experience, but that doesn't explain its function.
Explaining this would take quite a while, so we should just move on. Crazeverse asks, what's under the helmet, William?
Ha! Wouldn't you like to know?
I would like to know, sir.
Oh, you would? I mean, that's too bad! I've kept this helmet on for as long as I can remember, and I'm not taking it off! Minnie Lupa 123 asks, why don't you get married? Damn it.
Oh, oh my. If you think we should.
See what you've done? You've gotten Olivia all confuzzled. She's caught in some weird seizure where she can't stop twirling her hair. Oh my god! Now she's gone mad! Quickly, move on to the next question!
Ricky Almaguer asks, for Olivia and Wallace, what's your favorite color?
Oh, that's easy! Blue!
I adore anything that's aquamarine.
Zia Doodles asks, Mr. William, when are you planning on moving from the friend zone to the romance zone with Olivia?
Yes, William. When are you planning on making the move?
Is there something I'm not aware of? Where are we moving to?
No, we're not moving anywhere. It's just a matter of speaking. You know what? We should just move on. Sunny Artanis asks, William, how do you wash your hair and face without taking your helmet off?
That is assuming I've ever taken it off.
Oh my.
Ryan Fire Sama asks, William, how did you start your business? What gave you the idea? And Olivia, what was your childhood like?
I spent most of my life being neglected by my parents. Before I knew it, I was sent to a brothel at age 14. It was hell on earth, and I did things I'd rather not talk about. But one day, I gathered enough courage to flee, and I found myself in the loving embrace of William.
Wow! You make it sound so nice when you put it that way. Sorry about what happened to you before.
Thank you, William. Every day with you has been wonderful. To varying degrees, but it certainly has been fun.
Well, believe it or not, I was dirt poor. My mom left us when I was little, so my dad and I traveled around doing dolphin acts. As it turns out, said dolphins would rape my father to death. I was penniless before being invited into some super rich guy's seminar. The rest is history.
Oh, William, I had no idea. Perhaps I should look into your mother's sudden disappearance?
Well, if you've got the time, I guess.
Kenny asks, "Hey, William, you like shovels?"
I don't. Asherwinity asks, "Olivia, how are you such a strong and fierce fighter? And William, why are you so dense when it comes to Olivia's advances?"
Mr. Wallace pays me $700,000 every year for my services, so I used some of that money to build a dojo in our basement and trained for several years. I put the rest into various investments. As for William, well, he's William.
It does make me wonder why you've stuck around so long. I mean, you're filthy rich yourself, Olivia. You could set your tent anywhere.
Oh, I have my reasons, William. And I think someday I'll come to realize why that is. Until then, I'll be stuck to you like glue, and then sometime after. Small Nugget 42 asks, "What's William's favorite food?"
I like crabs. John Vincent Ericta Cool asks, "What kind of ammo do you put in your Gatling to make that Western guy into a pile of meat?" Really big bullets.
Mushibahoyoma asks, "How do people like you two actually use your skills for a good cause?"
Huh?
Don't worry, William. I'm taking care of everything. I might even start my own foundation someday.
Revan Boney asks, "Olivia, do you think William and Hideki Sawamura will ever get along?"
Oh, I think William and Hideki secretly love each other.
That's outrageous! I hate that guy! He and I are nothing alike! Why do you think I rape his bushes? He's a dick!
I've even drawn romance comics with the two of them. Desimoy Lee asks, "Do you two have a favorite book series?" Oh, well, I'm a history buff. I especially love the medieval and Renaissance period. It's so chivalrous and romantic.
I like the cow that jumped over the moon. Dimitri Martinez asks, "What inspired you to wear a helmet and become a knight? What was the inspiration?" Well, Dimitri, it's pretty simple. I like knights.
Sorry if that's disappointing, Dimitri. I don't think William has it in him to explain why he wears the helmet, much less why he's a knight. Orwin Onwin asks, "What's their favorite hobbies?"
Well, sometimes I like to read, but mostly I sell tax software and negotiate deals. I like to count money, too.
I also love reading, but I'm quite fond of keeping things tidy in martial arts. I also love flower arrangement and tea ceremonies.
Oakland Emperor Y asks, "So does Mr. Wallace just not see race? Because he didn't know if Olivia was black for years. If it's because of the helmet, then that kinda makes sense."
I thought you were simply playing dumb for years. But then I realized you're probably just dumb, and you can't see too well through that helmet.
Dad and I never talked about race all that much. Honestly, I'm not too fond of the whole thing. It's confusing and makes me uneasy.
Don't worry, William. As long as I'm here, you'll never have to worry about those things. And besides, I like you.
Jamie Jam asks, "I have a question for Olivia. What would you do if William fell for another woman?"
Oh, that's a great question. Well, Jamie, I would go to my room and throw myself onto my bed, sobbing because I would be devastated.
Oh, don't worry, Olivia. I'm not going to trip and fall into some other woman. I mean, how would that even happen?
Stop talking!
Well, I think we should probably end it off there. Thanks for the questions. Olivia, do you need some tissues?
I'm fine!
It's almost like, how about the Gatling gun in the attic? Kind of like Kiadi Mundi in Star Wars Episode 3. What about the droid attack on the Wookiees?
Right.
I don't know why I thought of that.
I don't know why you thought of that either, but okay.
How about the Gatling gun in the attic? What about the droid attacking the Wookiees?
Then we actually kept that in there. I was like, wait, what? Is it Star Wars?
What about the droid attack on the Wookiees?
What about the droid attack on the Wookiees? Fuck the Wookiees!
You should just have William just record that. Like, fuck the Wookiees.
Yeah, Olivia's just like, what about the droid attack on the Wookiees? Fuck the Wookiees! They can fight their own battle!
Oh, God.